Alright, Duel Devastator. Second time I've opened this on the channel, and it'll be the last time I buy this, most likely. Because I only need 2 of them. Because I'm probably going to run 2 tournament decks. One Kaiba deck and one Yugi deck. Or one Joey deck / Kaiba deck and one Yugi deck. I'm not quite sure though. If I do decide to end up running a third option, then I will buy another one of these if they're still available. But I'm in no hurry to buy another one. Get rid of all the crap inside of it. Trash. Be using these sleeves. Because I ran out of my other sleeves, so that's what I'm using. Alright, let's go ahead and open this with my knife, like this. That way, and then slice it the other direction to get it off. It didn't work. There we go. Alright, so for the center cards, field center cards. Oh, lovely, they're not gonna fit in those. Crap. Well, I'll be right back. Alright, how many are there? There's 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide these into those. And I forgot all about these field cards are bigger. Crap. Why you do that to us, Konami? Seriously. What would have happened if I didn't have these other sleeves on hand? And one of my other cards that I pulled. Alright. So, back to what I was doing. Field center cards. Hope I didn't damage the corner of it from trying to shove it into the wrong size. Alright. Oh, there we go again. Wrong sleeves. Alright, so my battery's gonna die before I finish this, but it's alright. I'll just say part 1, part 2. I have 1 more battery, so it all works out in the end. Oh, all works out in the end. Stupid Konami making the field center cards a different size. I don't know why. I don't know why Konami does half of what they do. Just like the rip tab being non-existent on this one. Lovely. Good thing I have a knife and I'm not a little kid. They can't get into their own cards. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Ghost Reaper and Winter's Cherries. Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Alright, Ghost Bella and Haunted Mansion. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. And then the new one, Red Blossoms from Underroot. My camera picks up so much better in these sleeves than in the other one. Alley of Just Castor. Bronic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. That might have just been the sleeves throwing out the focus earlier. Metaphys Hornus. Yeah, see, look, you can actually see the holographics when I do that in these sleeves. I don't know what's going on with other sleeves on my camera, but I didn't like them. Black Rose Dragon. Clear Wing Fast Dragon. Stardust Spark Dragon. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. Vermilion Dragon Mech. So I'm not a machine fan and I'm not an insect fan if you're wondering. And I don't like plant decks either. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. The reason being is I used to play for keeps and I would play with these different decks and I just hated them. I would lose all the time. It would just be horrible. Abyss Dweller. They just didn't have and they still don't have the support that they need to this day from Konami. I don't know why, but they just been lackluster. Now, water decks and zombie decks, on the other hand, have been very high up in Konami's recent helping out to make way better. But they've always been pretty good, honestly, those decks. So, yeah. I don't know why plants just have just been lackluster. Planets and insects and yeah, machine. Tornado Dragon. Dragons and spellcasters have always been on the top of the list of what to focus on for Konami. Underclock Taker, which fans of certain characters in the shows hate because they can't really play their decks and have good success in tournaments and that, because it's just not there for Konami. And I'm allowed to say stuff like this because I don't want to ever be sponsored by Konami. Kai Saber, the Lightning Shadow, because Yu-Gi-Oh really isn't the focus of my channel. The focus of my channel is fishing. So I could really care less about Konami. Decode Tucker. I just happen to like Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's on my channel. I just don't like Konami. I think that they have a lot of things wrong with them and they could do a lot better. Topologic Bomber Dragon. And they could make a whole bunch more money if they had a CEO like me that thinks right. Decode Tucker. Extender. Like, if Konami really wanted to make a whole bunch of money, they would make different products for different people. You got the collectors, you got the players, and then you got just the kids. So you do the kids decks, you do the tournament decks, and then you do your collectors decks. And if they did that, they would make so much more money. Saruja Skull Dragon. And they would make a whole bunch of people happy too. They would make everybody happy. Every demographic that buys their product. But instead they just don't care. They just put it all together and to hell with everybody else and everything else. And they started doing collector's edition stuff, and it's like, come on now, that's a lackluster attempt at it. Effective Veiler, I could do way better. I could make Konami so much more money, but yeah. Gate blocker, and make people so much happier in this genre that actually like Yu-Gi-Oh and actually want to be able to do tournaments and make collections out of it because it's just cool. I mean, like, look, Deco Senko. Like, look at this art. Like, how can you not appreciate that? Seriously. And then, yeah. Inspector Border. But, I mean, Konami just doesn't focus on the right things. They just throw stuff in and expect it to be alright. Like this. Every card is the same. And it's supposed to be able to make you good at tournaments. And then you get these just garbage cards in here that nobody would ever play. Ever. In any sort of battle at all. And it goes with nothing for synergy for any sort of deck that you would ever play in a tournament. Artifact Lancia. And then there's like really good cards in there. Like 10 of them. So you buy the product to play 10 cards out of it. And then the rest are just trash to you. They just sit around and never get any play. You know? And then people like me that have to go places and do things can't just easily transport all this stuff that we don't play and whatnot like that. So we end up losing cards and losing a whole bunch of money. Vanity's Fiend. By losing cards, I mean we have to get rid of them and cut our collection down to stuff that we actually need and actually use and actually care about, instead of just keeping all the cards. Dino Wrestler, Prankotrops, which is why I don't have the cards I had when I was a kid, which sucks because now they're worth a whole bunch of money and I don't have them because I had to get rid of them. Gamensil, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. The reason being is I hadn't played with them and done anything with them in so long, and they were taking up so much space in my room, so I got rid of them. Mind Control. And now I regret that because now I'm having to spend a whole bunch of money just so that I can get the decks that I need to be able to play, because I don't believe in buying singles. Wave Motion Cannon. And the reason why I don't like buying singles is because it limits your ability to build decks. So I don't do that. Super polymerization. You spend all that money on just one card, and then what happens when you decide that, oh, I don't want to run this deck, I want to run that deck?